It's the bench. Conference finals recap. Midway through the conference finals. Monday night. Let's go. Woohoo! Hello, Pilipinas! This is the bench, and welcome to our huddle, where we offer a layman's view on anything and everything basketball from a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. That's us, right? I'm Julio, Dubs Die Hard, and with me, my partner for tonight, because apparently life is creeping in everywhere for a lot of our bench folks. How's this again? Our favorite homie underscore J Ortega on IG, J.
Hello from the booties! I'm back, motherfuckers!
Or how I'd like to call him, he's the J doll.
Ala? Ano yan?
Ala,
Voodoo doll? Voodoo
ano
doll
yan?
ba yan?
No, naman. So we haven't, okay, our last stream was a week ago. I checked about 6 days ago when
Right,
we were,
I was in Cebu.
you were in Cebu. You were in the
Yes.
Cebu.
I was in the Cebu doing the Bisaya.
Ay, kalamik din ha. Gikan
Lamig
pod
kayo,
kog
eh.
Cebu. I want to have bad Bisaya, but anyway. I'm not Tagalog at all, ha. I have, wala ko yung dugong Tagalog.
Pero di jud ka bisdak.
Dili lang ko
Di jud
bisdak. Yeah. Bis
Bisdaw?
daw. Bisaya daw. Or Bislaw? Bisayang ilaw.
But both our families are from Cebu, so
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. If you guys out there,
My grandmother's
wondering-
there right now in Cebu.
I know. We passed by your. We didn't pass by Barile, but we did pass by Karkar. But instead of going right to Barile, we went left going to Alcoy,
Ah, okay.
which
Yeah. So
I've
if you,
never been to before. I'd always turn right from Karkar and hit that, and then from Barile to Moalboal to Oslo and all that. But
I've
apparently
never-
they go like this, huh? They go like that.
are you serious?
So from Alcoy, ended up in Bolhoon. After Bolhoon is essentially Oslo already.
But the beach was nice.
Yeah, man, really nice.
That's
Nice
what's-
enough that there was
yeah.
just one thorn on the beach and a huge stretch of beach that I really had to step on.
Nax. Was it a thorn in your pride?
So I'm questionable for the next show.
Your we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to how
I'm
questionable you
injured,
are.
I'm injured.
You're injured. Anyway,
Let's get to
before we
basketball.
before we start, if you do like, please do like and follow. If you do
Oh,
like
yes,
what our banter, because we are a bunch of regular dudes. We are not experts. We just love basketball, and I'm sure a lot of you regular dudes out there would like to hear our opinions on basketball. But please do like and follow us on The Bench Live at Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bench. So
There you go.
as I was going back to that, nga, you were making cuento about Cebu. Our last stream nga was you were in Cebu about a week ago,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
we I think the conference semifinals had just wrapped up. That's
Right.
where we were, diba? So
Right. So
technically,
now
right now,
we're the thick of the conference finals from
the
from
thick of
both
the conference
conferences.
finals,
Mhm.
and you know what? Let's go into it.
Yeah.
I'll try to go into it. So if I don't make a mistake, I hope this is the correct one. It
There you go.
is. Okay. So as we can see now, Miami, the game was yesterday, game 3, and which Miami won to get back home court, and Miami leads the series now 2-1. To give a little recap,
Right.
just jump in, Jay, whenever you wanna jump in.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you wanna make a comment. Game 1, of course, we all know that Miami has the home court in this
Mhm.
series. They have home court advantage, and how's this again? Yes, they took game 1. They took game 1 from Boston. Boston came back and kind of whipped Miami's ass in game 2.
That
And-
was a statement game, but
That
here we
yeah,
go. Game
that was a
yesterday.
statement game. And then what happened yesterday was what I think was a weird game, because
Mhm.
Miami came out and went up really, really went up like by 20 in the first quarter. Diba?
Yeah, man.
They went up by
Yeah,
20 in the first quarter, and Boston had to play catch up the
right. All
whole
game.
game, and they
Yeah,
fell short, losing
yeah.
109,
I
103
think
to
Miami.
109.
I think it not. Uh, well, Miami played an amazing team effort on defense all night. Obviously by having 19 steals, 19 of the 23 turnovers
Turnovers.
by Boston was from steals. And I think it's not just great D, but Boston just came out flat. They did not have. You'd expect them to have at least some spunk coming out of an amazing win on the road. Todo tambak Miami statement game like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Going home, you'd think they
Yeah.
looked like they were tired, man. They looked flat, and it kind of seemed that way all game.
We'll get to
Uh,
the whole
yeah.
tired thing, but uh weird thing, is that
Mm,
the, the East, well, for Boston, this has really been taken. I mean,
mm.
first, it's a lost opportunity on Boston. They would have gone up.
Yeah,
I mean, they would have taken a 2-1 lead with game four in Boston.
in Boston, right?
You mentioned tired. How tired do you think Boston is after that grueling 7-game series against the Bucks? Because
And
it's starting to show, man. I
no,
mean,
and they had to fend off the Nets too. It
yeah,
may not have reached
exactly.
Game 7 like with the Bucks, but going through those two teams, you're right. I think that may have pooped them out a bit.
That's the bracket of hell, dude. You
The
go up
bracket
against
of
the
hell,
Nets,
right,
the
right,
Bucks,
right,
and now you have to go up against the league leading Heat. That's
right.
the problem here. Um, and then the game four is tomorrow. And then okay, wait, we were talking about this before we got on. Game
Mm-mm,
four is tomorrow.
mm-mm.
And I'm gonna get some notes here on. I made a screenshot of what was on Bleacher Report, and it's interesting because for the Miami side, I don't know, man. For game four, you have Jimmy Butler, Max Strus, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, PJ Tucker, Gabe Vincent, all questionable for game four.
Now, is this the reality? Maybe they're also bugbog, or is this just mind games and Pat Riley trying to
I mean, diba?
flick a switch here or there, man, and make Boston think na it might be a cakewalk. The thing though with Boston,
Boston,
is
Boston
Is
naman.
Smart listed as questionable?
Yeah, see, the difference is that, uh, well, in Miami, they're all questionable. For Boston
Mm.
tomorrow, Marcus Smart, well, Sam Hauser, no one minds that. Marcus Smart is questionable. Robert
Uh-huh.
Williams is
Uh-huh.
questionable. And
There you
Jason
go.
Tatum is probable, despite that little
There you go.
nerve
He got
thing in his
bugbog
back.
also. Ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, eventually they got their wits together and made it a ball game late. It was a close game. It was still winnable on their part. Tatum got hit pretty bad. Had to go to the locker room also. This was after na Smart's bad landing naman and
No, he
he
didn't get
twisted his
hit hard.
ankle.
He didn't get hit hard. It was a play wherein it was another steal. You know who stole a lot
Right.
in that game? Oladipo was just racking up steals.
Oladipo was,
I,
yeah, yeah.
I
And he
don't know how
started a
many.
second half for Butler.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that also. But it was a it,
Moved
wa-
in by Spo.
it was a play wherein he got stolen from and then he fell. And then he put his arm down and it kind of created a little, it
His
jammed up
his shoulder, no?
yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah.
And then it looked
Right,
like he was
right,
in
right,
pain. He
right.
looked like he was
There
in a
you
lot
go.
of pain.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he did.
Now, the topic that we were talking about, okay, we were talking about the difference. Smart came back in that
Mm,
game, right, with Boston.
mm,
So,
mm. Ganda this
um,
one. We
so
were talking
Smart
about it
comes
before
back.
we got on air. But
It
this
was
is
very much like a Paul Pierce return, or I don't know, Wes
uh-huh.
Unseld return. So it wrapped. The whole crowd was going wild,
Right.
and it looked like a bad fall, like you said, right? It looked like a really, really
Right.
bad fall.
It was.
It was a
It,
bad
it, it
fall.
really got twisted, huh? As in full on weight on his ankles.
Yeah. If you were down that much, Jay, would you have brought
Mm,
him back?
mm.
We
See,
all know that's
that's
gonna be super swollen the
yeah.
next day, right?
Right, that's the really good question. Now you compare that to Miami sitting Butler out
Because they were
after the
up.
first half
Yeah,
because they were up big.
And
And
he had
there's
pain
his
na
teammate.
siguro.
Yeah, yeah, and his
Yeah.
knees, naman his knee thing, it gets
Yeah, that's
inflamed and
why.
all that. So, I mean, experience-wise, with regards to situations like this, you'd have to give it to Miami. Yeah, syempre, you'd have to give it to Pat Riley, right? I mean, he's had two dynasties.
Which
So
which
I think,
which bleeds
yeah,
into Spo technically, because all that experience
right,
goes into
right,
Spo. Yeah.
right. And then you compare it naman now. Kasi I think that was a good move on their part. They were up big. This is game three, the first game on the road for them.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, there's another game. If we don't win this, although they were up and in control all game, ba, parang pwede siguro pahinga natin. And it paid off because, like you mentioned earlier, Oladipo really played well, man.
Yeah.
Especially on the defensive end. Now, comparing it to Boston, who we all know Boston's all about the legendary this, the legendary that. Diba? What Larry Legend.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that happened on their home floor. Wag na natin pag-usapan yung kay Paul Pierce kasi kaartihan lang yung hype na yun. But
Uy.
Smart tried to do a Paul Pierce, you know what I mean? And rally his troops and played, sacrificing what was a real injury there.
Yeah.
So fine, humabol, tapos kinapos din sa dulo. Now, he's questionable. What if he doesn't play tomorrow? And
That's
they go
hard,
down
right?
3-1.
Yeah.
That's a done series.
Yeah.
If they
Well,
go down 3-1 tomorrow, that's a done series.
so Bobby comes on. Hello, Bobby. Nice for you to be on the
Hi,
show.
Bob.
And he goes, baka there's too much partying in Miami. And then, ito, we have to make a comment on this, man. Baka kinakausap ni Odoka si Chot Reyes,
Oh
kaya
my
ang sama
God.
ng game 3
Oh
nila.
my God.
Ay, nako.
Philippines basketball, you are in a disastrous state.
We gotta talk about that. I had no idea how we can lose to You know what?
Indonesia, 3 games. Come on, right?
I'll just say this. Na we believe tayo nun. You know why? No, we believe. You know why? Do you know who the coach of Indonesia is? It's Toro Man, di ba?
Yeah.
So
Man.
he knows the Chot Reyes systems
In and out.
Ano tong si Bo Hightower? Dr.
Who's
Bo Hightower. Okay, you gotta help us out,
I know
Bobby.
about Bo Bridges.
This is the Bo
But a
Hightower.
Hightower?
It sounds very familiar. You gotta let us into your mind, Bobby. No, but anyway,
What the hell is that? Okay.
yeah. Okay, so now we believe tayo because Toroman knows Chot Reyes' system and he came in knowing how to attack Chot Reyes' coaching style. Almost similar to how Don Nelson knew exactly how to attack the Dallas Mavericks because he used to be their coach. So
No,
that's what happened to us right there.
He's the one getting them their players also.
Yeah, that's why nga. So
No, but
So
Sino si Bobby, nilayo tayo sa usapan natin. No, but going back to this series, if Smart doesn't play mañana, that's dude. I mean, now Miami's they can actually afford to not play Butler. Huh? Rest whoever else is medyo, hurt or tired or whatever, and lose tomorrow, and it's no biggie. But Boston has to win tomorrow, otherwise this series is done.
Yeah.
They go down 3-1.
Well, let's not not that it's no biggie, but you're playing the long game, diba? I guess that's what you're saying. You're playing the long game here.
Yes.
I'm sure they'll try to win tomorrow, but not at the expense of a longer injury, because
of the entire series.
Because what you want when push comes to shove, now that at least Miami, when you have home court advantage, what you want, push come to shove, is you want to protect your home court and if it comes down to a game 7, back in my home court, I want all my players healthy.
Diba?
Ganon
lang
yun.
And ready for war. That's just it. On the other side of the spectrum, you have Boston players that are really hurting. Now they're in a must-win situation. I would call this a must-win. Dude, you go down 3-1. Diba? There are only how
Yeah,
many
yeah.
teams? Four teams in the history of the NBA that's overcome that. The
Don't
last one
remind
being
me.
against
Don't rem, don't
the
remind me.
Warriors.
Don't remind me that one of
Oh,
my teams
you're
is
good this year, pare.
no, no.
We'll get to your team
I'm talking
later.
about 2016. That's probably
Yeah,
the biggest ever. Okay, I'm gonna say it. That's probably the biggest choke
biggest
ever in
upset.
NBA history. Even though I mean, diba, sabi ni Bobby, losing to Indonesia is losing to honors class in trams. Yeah, but I think
Parang
nowadays.
Bobby's trying to change the topic because his Boston team is sort of against the wall right now, holding on to huh? And this is the team I said would win in 6 games.
I called for Boston for 6 also. Can I just comment though about again? Bobby likes to drag me, and I was really triggered about this because yesterday. Can
What
somebody
the
there
heck?
answer me? I mean, can Coach Shot send me a text or something, or does he even care? Why are we still playing the Greg Monroe of Philippine basketball in our national team? And the Greg Monroe is, right? It's like 23-time MVP, the Kraken. I don't know how many MVPs he has. So he's still
Yeah,
playing.
man.
I mean, we've already established that
I
the
don't know if
game
he's
is.
I don't know if he's in touch with reality with regards to how basketball is being played these days. Because if you look everywhere around the world, including the NBA, players like that, you know, have
Are not
lost
in the are
their
not are not in the
value
NBA.
or are not even playing in the NBA anymore, man. Say for,
Eh,
the likes
Di
of
ba?
Drummond. Even
Oy,
Aiton's medyo like that.
kilala ko to.
Oy, si Mr. Puzon.
Oo. Height is
Ano
might.
yan? Nagko-comment while enjoying his lobster dinner.
Oo nga. I lobster you. Anyway, so what do you think about the game tomorrow, Jay? How do you think it's gonna go?
Dude, Boston has to win it. There's no ifs,
Yeah.
buts, or whatever else they say, but they've got to win it. On the
I,
other hand, Miami's going to be playing loose. Adebayo's finally gotten out his kinks, shoved all that to shit, and is now willing, scoring. They're going to
yeah,
have to
yeah.
defend him better. If Boston's praying for a player to play, they have to pray for both Smart and Williams to be playing. Williams is an impact player, lalo na defensively. At the very least, he can, give Bam a harder time getting to the rim. So,
Look at
wow,
this, huh?
ganda ng stats na to, ah.
Ganda ng stats natin sa NBA.com.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of
I mean, look,
deceiving because,
it is
diba?
because,
Because
diba, Boston's averaging more assists, meaning the team's playing like a team.
yes,
Huh?
nothing in the stats here
Turn,
looks like Miami should be leading 2-1.
right. The
except
turnovers 16.7 to 12.3.
yes,
That's questionable.
except the steals and the
But then that
turnovers.
got padded up really, solidly by that 19 steals in the last
Yeah.
game.
I don't know, man. I have never seen a game that had 19 steals. I don't know. I don't know.
Look,
I'm trying
they're
to look
even
at.
leading in 3-point shooting percentage, man. They
I
should be
know.
winning, right?
I know, diba? So,
So
but
weird.
dude, when was the last time you had 19? Wait, you know what?
I
Basta,
don't
I'm gonna check
remember,
the
dude, that
stats.
much steals defensively, especially in the playoffs, right? That's nuts.
Dude, that's absolute. Okay. I want to know kasi what I want to know there in that 19 steals is who had a lot of steals in that game?
Oladipo.
Oladipo. He was just picking off.
Yeah.
He was picking off
That was
passes.
another brilliant move by Spo when I guess the team decided to rest Jimmy for the second half. He
Yeah,
started Oladipo and Oladipo got into a rhythm.
dude.
Defensively,
Bam.
at least he didn't really score much, but he made it. He made it happen for Miami, man.
Bam had four
Especially late.
steals. Bam had
Bam
four
had 4.
steals. Tucker had
Okay,
3.
there
Lowry
you
had
go.
4. Butler had 2 in his one half, and Oladipo had 4. They were just picking it from Boston the whole
Wow, dude.
game, man.
Wow.
While
Let,
I,
yeah, let me add to those stats. Those steals by Tucker and Bam, those were siguro mainly on Tatum because I saw both of them covering Tatum. If one of
Yeah.
them was, the other would surely double team eventually.
And on
That
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 note,
mm,
no, you're correct. You're completely correct. But not just Tatum. It was Tatum or Brown. You know why?
right, right.
Tatum had six turnovers while Brown had seven.
There you go.
That's
Like,
it.
I was
That's
gonna say
that's
nga,
13 right there.
Brown, yeah, Brown probably had the worst, the worst watchable 40-point game in NBA playoff history because
Yeah,
it didn't look good, right? Even if
I
he
know.
scored
Yeah.
40, it looked so bad. Six
Here's
turnover, seven, six turnovers.
seven turnovers
Tatum
by
had
Jalen
seven.
Brown. Yeah. Here's Mike
Wild,
with
diba?
the here's Mike with his Tatum.
Yun na,
Yeah, yun
yun
na.
na, yun na.
And he said also that Udoka shouldn't start Thais. Well,
Tice,
that's
yeah, dude, he didn't do shit,
no, but I
really.
mean, they would go
But
for the
they're,
Grant
but how
Williams
are,
and Horford.
who are they gonna play? Just Horford at the center? Parang medyo naubusan sila dyan
No, yeah, this is
ng
how this is
player
like,
because of Williams not playing. Eh. No?
dude.
Laking bagay.
Dude, I'm looking at the lineup now without Robert Williams, and if you
Oh,
take out
diba?
Marcos, I have no idea where they're gonna make Hugot players. But
Yeah, exactly. That's why Tice played.
yeah.
Wala nang mahugot yun.
So yeah, that's gonna be exciting tomorrow, man. Because this is like the boxing match that's happening in the West. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry,
in
in
the
the
East.
East,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah,
Bugbugan to.
man.
Anything else on?
I think we've pretty much covered that side of the
Yeah.
spectrum.
Now we go to the game today, and go to the West and the
Yan na.
game today. Yan. Okay. Should I be quiet na ba? Should you talk the whole time because of
No,
this?
you should talk, dude. I mean, you know one of the other teams here more than I do.
Okay.
Albeit I'm also a fan of this team,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's there's a reason why it says Dubs Die Hard there on the screen.
I will start by saying first that I can actually talk candidly now for the Western Conference Finals. You know why? I can talk candidly now. I was thinking about it, and
Dude, you're up 3-0. Talk.
yeah. So no,
Let it all
no,
out.
no. We're up 3-0, and if the Dubs lose this, if Bobby
That'd
goes,
be the first. That would be the first,
yeah,
right?
can Grant Williams
one-
gain
no
5 inches in height by tomorrow? That would make how tall is Grant Williams?
He's
6'7",
about
6'8"? So
Yeah.
you want him to be 7'3"? Solid nun, pare. 70, tapos naka 7 3-pointers in game 7.
Oo.
Solid nun. So, okay, here's my take on the Dubs. Like, if I'm
Okay.
so worried about voodoo and all that, you know what?
Oh.
If
So you
by
don't
me
have to be
talking
anymore.
about no, if by me talking about the Dubs today makes them lose this series in a historic way, being the only team to ever lose a 3-0
It
lead,
would be the ultimate anti-voodoo shit.
Yeah. fuck it, man. You know what? If that really happens, fuck it. I mean, diba? Tagina, you're earning
Yeah.
millions and little old me can voodoo you like that. Come on, dude. Come on. Fuck that shit, man. We work the start to get to pave the way, but we don't. I mean, come on, dude. Like, you mean to tell me? Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm so scared now. Anyway, the Dubs, they take game 3 today, 109 to 100 from Dallas. And to recap the whole series so far, they've won every single game. They won
in different
blew-
fashion, no?
in different
ways.
fashion. They blew
Oh.
them out in game 1 from
Right.
the get-go.
Right. They
Game
had to
2,
do a comeback.
yes,
game
they were
2.
down by 19 in game 2
Yeah,
and had to come
yeah.
back. And in game 3 naman, this game today,
Mm.
how would you say they had a
They had a comfortable lead. They were sort of in control naman most of the game.
they were yes,
They
yeah,
let
they-
it slip a bit late, but was able to recover. I think that
yeah.
summarizes that.
They were in control, I'd say like 80% of the ball game.
Yeah.
Parang ganyan, di ba? Dallas had its
95.
part there.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first take on this is that I don't understand if contemporary NBA media.
Hmm.
What's this? Mike goes, Julio tapang atao. What does that mean?
Because you're gonna talk about the Dubs.
I did I
ano ba?
did
In
call
the
this,
venue,
huh? I
Dubs
did
in
call
five
this.
daw. Five pa rin eh. Well,
No,
I
well,
think that's also the most likely scenario, huh?
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see though. But knowing the Dubs, I think they're gonna gun it tomorrow, go for it, and get some rest. They're gonna get some rest. They're all gonna be able to heal enough if they finish it off the next game.
I
'Di
hope.
ba? Mukhang matatagalan yung kabila eh.
Well, I'll start by saying I don't understand nga. Say hi to Alan muna. Hi, Alan. Hi, what 30? Yes. Mavs in 7 quoted by Julio. That was my voodoo from last. That was my voodoo. Oh nga, no shit, man. I said Mavs in 7. Puta, baka I voodoo nga history coming along in the. So it's either.
Grabe ka, 3-0, di na yan. No one's ever done it. Not this Mavs team is not gonna do it.
Yeah, sabi ni Mike, sayang kita sa chase in game 5. Now,
Yeah, tama si Mike. I think they might lose the next game para kumita
sa chase.
They did it na, diba? The series prior.
But I will say, you know how many, I don't know if, I see a lot of people found how, I mean, I love Dallas, huh? I love Luka. I have nothing to say about
I'm a fan. I'm a big
nothing
fan
bad.
of
I'm a big fan of Luka.
Yeah.
All the way up to Euro basket. I was telling you guys to watch this guy. He's the consensus number one pick. He's gonna, a year before the draft, he was 17 years old, playing for Team Slovenia. And of course, the NBA pundits, for some reason, convinced Sacramento and Phoenix that there were two players better than Luka in that draft. Diba? So I don't know. Now,
big men that are not so needed in today's game.
The DeAndre Ayton first pick and Marvin
Walang
Bagley second
foresight.
pick.
Yeah, walang
Now,
foresight.
I don't know if it was they were in awe of Luka, and I understand Luka's great. Luka Magic. This is okay. Do you realize what Dallas has done in this season so far?
Yeah.
They
break everyone
lost,
else's expectations, man.
dude. They lost Carlisle. They lost their GM in the offseason. They fired, I mean, diba, Carlisle left. They lost their GM. They traded Porzingis mid-season. They didn't get anybody really new. They got Dinwiddie and Bertans for Porzingis.
Right.
And this was all that Luka needed to become to charge to the Western Conference Finals. That's really nuts. That's completely nuts.
Luka with Team Slovenia, like we've said on our chat group.
Now here's my question: was it how good Dallas was, or was it really just again the legacy of Chris Paul in Game 7 or choking that? I mean, dude, diba?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he really had a bad game. So did Booker.
Yeah,
it wasn't just Paul, but even Booker had a really bad game, man.
So
and I think Luka proved himself in that series. I don't think they have enough to win against the Dubs. I mean, I didn't think they had enough to win against the Suns, but Luka was Luka, and those two combined couldn't outmatch Luka. Booker is not in that level yet. Luka's something else, man.
DeAndre Ayton, Alan. He played. He was DeAndre Ayton.
Then Bagley pa after.
Bagley was second pick,
was
and then Luka.
Yeah.
Luka was
and
actually
then Trey, no?
No. Luka, Jaren Jackson, Trey.
JJJ, right? And
Yeah.
then Trey. Right.
Sabi ni Bobby, ito yung voodoo daw.
That shorts outfit of Trey with the
Malas sa San Francisco. They need to go back to Oakland. They are undefeated. They are undefeated in Chase as of this playoffs, and this is the first time they were ever in the playoffs in Chase.
Right.
So if whatever you're saying, Bobby, becomes their first loss on Game 5 in Chase, you know what? Good for you, man. You have powers. Let's see. I have no idea. I mean, I just want to talk lang candidly by the fact that I don't know how, if the Warriors talaga. I mean, you've talked how good the Warriors are. I'm always voodooing that they're not so good because I want them to
Right.
win.
Right.
But
Hmm.
if they make the finals, let's say if they don't fuck this up and lose
You
in
mean
Game
when?
7,
Hmm.
once it not I won't even say sure. As long as they don't fuck this up and win one more
Uh-huh.
game, okay,
Uh-huh.
and they make
Uh-huh.
the finals,
Uh-huh.
can 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 all these weird like Nick Wrights of the world and of Fox Sports can they just stop
Finally shut the fuck up.
and yeah and can you give Steph and Clay and Draymond some due? I
They
mean,
do.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
They
just
were a
because
dynasty. How can you not give these players their due?
no, because
And
they're
then now
saying
they're
that
back. And then now they're back. Just after 2 years.
yeah,
2 years
yeah,
with Clay not playing because of injuries, with Draymond in and out of the lineup, Steph also in and out of the lineup. Dude, come on, man.
yeah.
And then now they're gonna be back. If that's not a dynasty, I don't know what is.
Now on to this series also. You're
Hmm.
right. Dallas is a good team. Lucas great being Team Slovenia, but if you really look at
Mm-hmm.
it on paper,
Hmm.
like we were talking kanina, if you look at it talaga on paper, kulang. I mean, Dallas should be nice to be here. They cannot. This is not a finals team, dude.
Yeah, no,
They are.
and that's exactly what Jason Kidd said during his post-game interview. He, they, because the writers were sort of getting on his case pa na bakit ganon, 3-zip na,
Yeah, yeah,
wala pang team. Panay, they were making DN, no, that there was never a team that's come back from a 3-0 deficit. Jason Kidd was like, dude, did you guys expect us to even be here?
yeah,
You were all saying we wouldn't even make the playoffs. Then you said we'd never beat what's this Utah. Then you said we'd never beat Suns. I
yeah.
mean, just to be
And then
able to
no,
be here, they're already happy.
no,
Like you
and then that.
mentioned earlier, debating Porzingis in the middle of the season,
Yeah,
firing this and that, and then getting Jason Kidd to, this is his first year coaching this team. But look where they are. I mean, ako, hats off also to J Kidd. Huh? He
I'm.
knows how he knows how
Yeah,
to play Luca really well, man. And
I'm.
with the roster that they have, sorry, with the roster that
Yeah,
they
yeah. Go,
have,
go, go.
parang, di ba? Dude, compare mo sa roster ng, mas malalim di hamak yung Dubs eh. They don't
Yeah,
really have a lot. If you're relying on Bullock to score, then you're already in trouble there parang
yeah,
because he's
dude.
not gonna score consistently.
Lucas scores 40. Bronson
Hmm.
scores 30 or 20s, and
Diba?
Dinwiddie scores 20s.
That's
And
already their limit.
that's
That's
that
already their max.
diba? That's
Yeah. Unless you expect Lieber to also score 20, 30 points.
I'll get to some comments here because it's nice to answer also. Markel Fultz or Sam Bowie. Bigger wait, Sam Bowie
Dude,
was not the
Fultz is
okay.
still playing. Sam
Yeah,
Bowie
but
only played how many years?
yeah, but Fultz is the number one pick. Sam Bowie was number two. So
Yeah.
for me, it's just the mistake of drafting. So you're saying Markel Fultz because they got Tatum. That's a heist though. That's ibang usapan yan. Ask Danny Ainge what happened there. Diba? That's a heist if I ever saw one. No, because wait, I'll stop. Because in that year, Portland has supposedly had Clyde Drexler and then they didn't get Jordan and
Yeah.
but Akeem was the first pick in that year, so you can't
Ah,
go wrong with Elijah being first pick. Uh,
right.
Wiggins better than Bridges, uh, better
Ah,
than Bridges, and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luca ate
Um,
up Mikael Bridges. He ate him up. That's what's one reason why the Suns lost that series. He couldn't
yeah.
stop Luca at all. And
Well,
you're right, Manols. Hi, Manols, by the way.
yeah. Hi, Manos.
But
But you're
yeah, you're
right.
right, man. Wiggins, we're gonna get to Wiggins in a
We're
few.
gonna get
Go
yeah,
ahead,
we can get to
Julio.
Wiggins later.
Yeah.
No, let's go to Bobby. You know this. I like this. I tell my wife that this is my theme song always. You know what Warriors are good at? Shooting at the walls of heartache. Bang bang.
Bang, bang.
That's my theme song for this team. Patty Smith. If for all you 80s heads, go check out Patty Smith in Spotify. You should know who that song is. And
Ganda
if you're
na
a,
reference ni Kulokoy eh.
and And if you're a millennial, Bobby, if you know this also, I also love Blue and Yellow by The Used. So if you know that song. And Joe Smith goes, "Hey Joe,
Yeah.
hey Joe, Luca can't do it all by himself. Needs
But
more output
but
from other
he got
teammates.
he got he got 20 something from both, you know,
Yeah.
from both Brunson and Dinwiddie today. I don't see any other teammates scoring that much.
No, they
Kleber
were. Yeah.
on a good day, but that's only mostly on days also that Brunson or Dinwiddie wouldn't score. It's
You know their
really,
problem.
you know,
Their problem actually is more defense.
the
They
defense. Look at
they
the.
couldn't
Can we go
they
back
couldn't
to ano?
stop
Can you scroll that up a little, Julio? Look at
to
the
this
series
one.
averages. Look at points. 115 to 101. Dude,
Where?
that's a
No, that,
huge disparity right there. There's no defense on the Mavs
average. Yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah, yeah.
if
Okay,
you
sorry here.
you allow the Dubs to score 115.7 points a game, come on, and you're out rebounded only by Looney and Wiggins. Tapos ka, di ba?
No,
May
yeah,
cleaver ka, may power ka, you have 7-footers legit. But Looney and Wiggins are out rebounding essentially, no? And then add maybe Draymond. But those three are out rebounding the rest of the Mavs team on their own, man.
Manoli also goes nga that the
Grabe the
problem of the Mavs
disparity.
is defense.
Defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's getting to the hole. Not that okay. The
Defense
rebound.
and the boards. They're not able to control
Yeah,
the game because they're not getting the boards. And they're allowing a lot of second chance offensive putbacks for the Dubs. Ano yan?
do you remember this? Dapat kunin ni Kid si Mashburn
Matt
siya si
Burn,
Jimmy
Jim
Jackson.
Jackson.
Triple J back in the Dallas. Back,
I don't
diba?
know what Washburn's doing now. Jimmy Jackson is on
He's an
camera, no?
announcer. Yeah, yeah, I see
Calling
him.
games. Yeah. Yeah.
Bullock's hair is the problem. Well, that's why Alfred Payton cut his because he couldn't shoot also. Ayaw gamitin si Boban. Fearless forecast. You'll see him in game 4.
Yan na. Walang
Fearless
maka-rebound eh.
fearless forecast. So but yeah, okay. The one thing I will say though is that it looks like have you seen okay, aside from Wiggins, aside from Looney, the rebounding has always been strong. And I've been telling a lot of people this. I've told Manol this. The problem with the Dubs and rebounding is that they're even if you check their numbers in the season, they're a small ball team, but they've always been good with rebounds. They've
Right.
they're not normally out rebounded by the opponent. The problem
Mm.
with the Dubs is that they're so small when you are faced against a team that has a legit big or solid
Like a
rebounding
Jokic.
big,
Mm.
like a
Mm.
Jokic or a Cat,
Mm.
when the game becomes close, they know more often than not will get the crucial rebound or the crucial offensive. Yan ang problem. But in
Yan
terms
ang
of whole
problema. Pag close
in
game.
pag close game, but in terms of whole game
Mm.
rebounds, the Dubs would still be right there if not leading. They
Right.
solved all that this playoffs. By
Yes,
they
they
have
did.
kumbaga all their mistakes in the regular
Mm.
season losing this way to a lot. A lot of their losses was
Mm.
because of the rebounding crucially late games. They were able
Right.
to solve that and gang rebound already in the playoffs. You said only
Right.
Looney, right? Looney got 22 Looney got 22 points, 22 rebounds in the game against Memphis, right?
Mm.
Wiggins
Mm.
today had a double-double. Looney had 20 points, 12 rebounds the other game. It's not just Looney
Yeah, the
now.
last time he scored 20 points was high school ball.
Yeah. The thing with the Dubs now is that you have Draymond, Looney, and Wiggins all getting rebounds. Not
Gang
just one person,
rebounding. Yeah.
it's a gang rebound. Steph had 12
Even
rebounds in
Steph.
one game.
Right.
Yes.
Look at his
Because they
average. Look at his average.
yeah, 8 rebounds
8.3
per game.
rebounds per game.
You know why?
Dude.
You know why?
Ayaw.
Because
Mm.
box out. Box out lang
Box
everybody else
out.
and
Yes.
they know who's gonna get the ball at a certain time. Maybe they have a
Yes.
certain signal, but they
Yes.
know how to team rebound already. They're
Right.
all flying
Right.
towards the ball.
Right. Right. You know,
Second,
ano,
oh go.
now that we just looked at both the stats of Curry and Luka, that's right there on the screen. Sure, Luka's outscoring Steph because he's having to take more shots, but Steph is outplaying Luka in this series. He's
Well,
rebounding more, he's assisting more, man.
yeah. And I don't know. Well, I'll say it na rin. Steph is really
Mm.
he's picking his spots already.
Really well, huh? And I'm
Really,
enjoying
really,
watching him. Yeah, and I'm
really, really
enjoying
well.
watching him with his forays to the basket. He's playing aggressive, and like you said, really choosing his spots very well.
Well, he is 34, and that's. I'll show you the example. Game one, remember they went up early
Mm.
with Wiggins.
Mm.
Notice Steph and Clay didn't do shit the first half
Yeah.
because they
Yeah,
were up.
yeah.
I mean, they were up naman, diba? And then they made
Yeah,
arrancada
right. They didn't have to
in the
force
third
things.
quarter.
Mm.
When they were down against 19 in game number 2, who was the one keeping them in the game? It was Steph. In the second quarter,
Right.
he went for it just to keep the game
Yeah.
close. You know what I mean?
Yes. To be able
And
to
then
come back.
here naman, he picked his spots and he came alive in the fourth na.
Yeah. Well,
So
kasi that was, I mean, Dallas
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a push, that last push, diba?
Yeah,
And he sort of sealed that deal along with Poole finally hitting one.
yeah.
That
I
dagger three he hit. But Poole didn't have a good game today. Steph
10
carried
points.
his team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Wiggins and I
Well,
I
Wiggins had a whale of a game.
I
This
heard a
wasn't just because he scored in the 20s. He normally does that. But his defense, his rebounding, especially on the offensive end, I think made a lot of impact.
I heard a stat kanina. I was listening to one of the
Hmm.
podcasts. I heard a stat that Steph is the leading fourth quarter scorer. I don't know if it's true, huh? So
Right.
far in these playoffs, with whoever's left. So Steph is averaging something like
That's an
9.5
awesome
or
stat, man. Yeah.
10
That
points
means he's
average
taking
yata.
over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, diba?
Dude, ako fearless forecast. This is just because I really feel they're already finals bound. Whether I don't care whether it's Boston or Miami. I think the Dubs, because they'll also have home court advantage against whoever they play, right? I think
Yes.
this is Steph's time to get that fucking finals MVP that's been eluding him, because I thought he should have had it against KD that time. Iggy got it. He could have easily got that also that year. But this year Steph's gonna get it. Mark my words. Book that motherfucker. Bam.
With that, huh? That I'll keep quiet muna. Quiet. Yan, quiet muna ako.
I
All I can
haven't, naman, I haven't been voodooing this entire playoffs.
dude,
I've
you've
been
been
calling it like I
you
see it.
you've been what's that? The tongue of gold. Diba?
So far, it's
Lengua
all happened, So far, it's all
Lengua de
happened.
oro. That's what I'm gonna call you.
I picked Boston against
I
the
know.
Nets. I picked Boston against the Bucks.
Tignan mo.
The
Well played,
defensive
Jay. Hayop talaga.
Pero Tatum support, sige. Ay, hindi ko muna kukontrahin yan. Kailangan bumawi sa next game.
I
Kung
like
hindi,
the low
wala na
scores
sila.
of the playoffs.
Iiwanan.
Dapat lang ganyan. May offside rule sa basketball para mas mababa pa scores. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. And then, wait. I like this one from Bobby. Kung scoring lang, talo silang lahat kay Delonte West. Yan.
Skumor sa nanay ni LBJ.
Okay, did you ever notice how Jaylen Brown snaps his rear leg back when he shoots? Oh my God, Janko.
Janko Bustamante. Wow. Naging bilyar,
Oo nga. Look, ang lakas talaga. He's gonna say pa Dubs all the way, sabihin ni Mike. What's up with
Dubs
that,
as
man?
the way daw eh.
No. May
Ano
edit,
yun,
walang
nag-edit.
walang edit rin daw yung StreamYards, parang messenger.
Walang edit sa live feed.
On that note, diba, I just be really, I was telling my batch, shout out to all my batchmates there. I know Joe Smith is here right now in the comments, Manoli, my batchmates. But I keep on teasing them that I don't mind at all. I have a lot of friendly enemies in the NBA. I was telling that friendly enemies to me are the Lakers. So I have no idea. I have no problem if it was the Lakers and Dubs in the Western Conference Finals. The Dubs and Dallas, because I used to root for Dallas when the Dubs were Kulelat with Nash and Nowitzki.
Right.
And I love Luka. So,
how can you not, diba?
I have a batchmate to say
I
have a batchmate in
who
Dallas.
drinks beers pa in between games.
Yeah. For breakfast. Apparently for breakfast pa, pare, di ba?
Baka dumudubi din yan, malamang.
So But it's so Sacramento is also a friendly team to me, and probably
Really?
yeah, because
Sacramento.
I
I
have no
thought you
problem with
hated Weber
Sacramento.
for leaving the Dubs.
Okay, Weber's not there anymore. Mike Brown is the coach
That's
of
true.
Sacramento now, diba? So
Right.
and then Luke Walton used
Okay,
to
okay,
be
okay,
coach,
okay.
diba? Okay.
Okay.
And then
New start for the Kings.
also, yeah, Joe, yes, Lakers. I'm just saying, just in case they enter the Western Conference Finals. That's it's no, yeah.
Wala,
That's
madaming kailangan gawin tong Lakers ko para umabot dyan. Daming
and
kailangan
also
ayusin.
of course the Spurs are a friendly team because nga you cannot take away the connection there between Kerr and Pop and
Right.
did you hear Reggie Kanina or did you hear Reggie or Stan Van Gundy? He said something in the
About.
broadcast that Pop used to always because they were talking about Looney and Draymond, two non-shooting bigs, and Stan Van
Uh-huh.
Gundy said that's a Pop thing. Pop always said you could have two non-shooting bigs on the floor if they know how to pass. So me naman
Right.
I was like,
And,
huh,
right.
I wonder where Steve Kerr got that. Diba? Ganun lang naman yun eh. Um,
Kahit
well,
Soto.
if Dallas doesn't get him, I hope the Dubs gets him. Nax. Ganun. Kinuha na rin si Kai Soto, di ba?
Pwede rin siya mag-Lakers, pero wala kaming picks eh.
So I just think I don't think they're gonna win on Wednesday. I hopefully feel that they finish it off in game 5, game 6, or game 7. Ganun na lang yun.
No, I think it's
Diba?
done game 5. I think it's done game 5. I mean, they could go for a sweep. They're capable, most definitely, but may kita sa Chase Center eh. So, baka nga in 5.
Pero, okay, diba,
Pero
unlike the
tapos
previous,
yan sa 5, di na yan lalagpas pa dyan.
do you know how much rest they will have? That's what that's the question na lang. How much rest will
Yes,
they have?
diba? Yeah, exactly. Hinta
We'll
yan
see.
because the other series will probably take longer. I mean, if the Celtics win tomorrow, there's a probability it goes at least 6 or 7. If they lose tomorrow, though, baka it's a shorter vacay for the Dubs.
That's true also. That's true. And then sabi rin ni Alan, Dubs have Wiseman. I hope they have Wiseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still have to see him. I haven't seen him since 2 seasons ago and bonus kita pag
Bonus
game
kita pag
7.
game 7.
Yeah, bonus rin yung Mike, bonus rin yung blood pressure ko siguro pag nagka game 7. Kailangan ko ng kata press tsaka konting V for victory. So tomorrow is Miami, Boston, and on Wednesday it's going to be Dubs and the Mavs. And it's been a good playoff so far. A lot of things that have, it's, I mean, a lot of things I did not expect. I'm wearing my powder blue shirt as my ode to what I did for Memphis. And thank you everyone for. You have anything else to say, Jay, about the game or the series?
No. If you guys are in the Poblacion area in June 4th, my band Holmes and I are going to be performing at La Colina in Poblacion. I hope to see you guys there.
La Colina in Poblacion.
La Colina, yeah.
La Colina.
This is owned by Carlos Celdran's aunt. And the food there is amazing. The drinks are very affordable. And hey, man, it's my band. Check it out.
Yeah. Sabi ni Alan that Miami will win it all. I agree.
Yan na. Yan ang voodoo.
I agree. Kulang ang isang Wiseman, dapat 3. Nax! And on that note, thank you, Bobby, for... Bakit wala si Mike sa show?
Wala si Mike sa show?
Kasi I lobster you. I lobster you. Thank you everyone for passing.
Personal reasons, Bob. Di na lang namin babanggitin dito nagpatuli.
Hey, thanks, Bobby.
Kasama daw niya si Tatum susunod.
No, hindi na niya kasama si Tatum.
Isasama nga daw niya sa sunod
Sasama niya,
para
yeah.
di na support. Oo.
Ginamit kaya niya yung lobster. Anyway, thank you, Bobby, Alan. Thank you, Mike, for not being here.
Thanks, everyone.
Joe, Manoli for passing by the show, and who else did I miss out on? Yeah, and everyone who watched, passed by, and hung out with us. We'll probably be back hopefully again sometime this week. We'll send a message out.
I think so.
Yeah. It's just that life creeps in a bit, but we're here because we love this game. So thank you everyone for again. Wait, I'll change this up nga for gracing our show, and malapit na, finals na. I'll be so happy if the Dubs make it, and I'll be so sad if they lose historically. Jay,
On that
take us
note,
home, man.
like always, you've said it. We've said it first. Always here at the
The bench.
bench.